Trying to smash your IELTS score? Well, you have come to the exact right place. Today, we're unlocking a really powerful strategy to level up your vocabulary so you can absolutely ace that speaking test. Let's just dive right in. You know that feeling, right? That moment your mind just goes totally blank, you're desperately searching for the perfect word, and you can feel the pressure mounting. Yeah, the speaking test can be super intimidating, but a huge piece of that anxiety really just comes down to one thing: your vocabulary.
All right, so let's dig into why this is such a big deal. It's not just about sounding smart. Your choice of words is a core part of how you're actually graded.
So picture this. You're in the test, and the examiner is listening for 4 key things. They're listening for how fluently you speak, your pronunciation, your grammatical range, and this one right here, the real game changer, Lexical Resource, which is really just a fancy way of saying your vocabulary.
And look, this is absolutely crucial. Having a wide and appropriate vocabulary isn't just some nice little bonus. It's a scoring criterion that can literally be the thing that bumps you up to a whole new band score. It proves to the examiner you have a deep, flexible command of the English language. So the big question is, how do we build that word bank? Well, it all starts with a few super simple but really powerful habits.
Okay, it basically boils down to these 3 foundational habits. Think of this as your daily workout for your vocabulary muscles. Seriously, if you can weave these into your daily routine, you are well on your way to success. First up, read. And I mean read everything you can get your hands on. The goal here is to expose yourself to all kinds of different styles, topics, and contexts. Don't just stick to what you already know. Challenge yourself with articles about technology or culture or climate change. But here's the thing, just reading isn't quite enough. You have to be an active learner. When you stumble upon a new word or a cool phrase you like, write it down. Keep a little notebook or even just a note on your phone. And here's the real magic trick. Try to use that new word today, like in a real conversation. All right, check this out. This is where a tiny change can make a huge difference. Because if you keep repeating the same basic words, that's a bit of a red flag for the examiner. Learning synonyms is such a quick win. So instead of saying close 3 times, maybe you could use shut or seal. It just instantly shows you've got a much wider vocabulary range. Okay, another pro tip for you. Collocations. These are just words that, well, they just sound right together to a native speaker. You don't do a nap. You take a nap, right? Using these correctly, it's a massive signal that you're fluent. All right, so you've got the daily habits down. You're reading, you're learning synonyms, you're using collocations. Now let's talk about the secret weapon. This is the strategy that separates the good scores from the truly amazing Band 9 scores. So here it is. The secret isn't about memorizing random lists of words from a dictionary. No way. The smartest thing you can do is focus your energy on the words for the topics that pop up over and over and over again on the IELTS test.
So what are we talking about? Well, here are the first 5 big ones. I mean, think about it. How likely is it that you'll get a question about your job or your education or your family? It's extremely likely. Being prepared for these is just non-negotiable.
And here's the rest of the list. From health and sports to global challenges and government. Look, these 10 areas, they cover pretty much anything the test can throw at you. So if you master the vocab for these, you're going to be ready for almost anything.
Okay, theory is one thing, right? But let's get practical. Let's grab one of those topics, say work and careers, and I'll show you exactly what I mean.
Okay, let's kick things off with a fantastic word for this topic. It's high level, it's impressive, it's productivity.
So what's it mean? Simple. It's just the ability for people to produce useful results in a work context. It's all about efficiency and output.
But how do you actually use it? Let's look at an example. See that? It's specific, it's relevant, and it sounds super fluent. That is exactly the kind of thing examiners are listening for.
All right, let's do one more. Now this next one is a great verb, and you can use it for a bunch of topics. Not just work, think government, healthcare. The word is to subsidize. So to subsidize something just means that, a government or maybe a company pays part of the cost of something just to help people out and make it cheaper.
And here's how you might use it.
Did you catch that? That sentence connects two topics, government and healthcare. Now that is a high-level skill. It shows you can handle complex ideas with sophisticated language.
Okay, so you've seen the basics, and you've seen the secret weapon. You've even seen how it works in practice. Let's wrap all this up into a simple action plan you can start using right away.
So here's your path to a higher score. It's just 4 steps. First, get those daily habits locked in, the reading, the listening. Second, zero in on those 10 key topics. Third, when you learn a new word, learn it in context, the word, its definition, and an example sentence. And finally, number 4, you've got to practice using these new words when you speak. Make them your own.
Look, this strategy isn't complicated, but it is super powerful and it absolutely works. The secret weapon is yours now. So the only question left is, which topic are you going to master first?